They're off for the Pertemps handicap hurdle. And that group of 5 have cleared away. Into the home straight they come. On the approach to the last, Templars only a length down. Final flight, halfway up the running. Templars regain the advantage. Templar by 2 lengths on the other hand in second. Then comes Cape Aramis. Coram and Amy Gale. It's Templar who gets home in front.
Have you always wanted to be a jockey?
Yeah, my parents have always been into racing, and so I've always been interested in that side of things. And my dad used to ride point to point a bit, and always used to go to points and watch, and always been interested in that side.
What was your first ever ride?
A little mare called See You Madame for Chris Down. She'd got glass legs, so it was the first run of the season. So she finished about 8th, but I don't think she'd ever been running after. She had a leg problem again.
Who were your main influences?
Well, I spend quite a bit of time with Tom O'Brien and Reece Flint because they're both in Phillips Yard every morning. And they're always very helpful. And if you ever need a hand, if you're doing something you think you're doing it wrong, if you ask them, Tom's always very helpful to correct you and help you.
What's been the most memorable ride of your career so far?
I think it's probably when I rode Joe Lively in the Hennessy for Colin Tizzardo.
First niche market, war of attrition, Joe Lively gone to lunch, Ballyfitz and Denman amongst the leaders.
I got a text 3 or 4 mornings before from Dave Roberts saying we can ride Joe Lively in the Hennessy, and I just thought it must be a prank or something. One of the boys had taken the mick. So I rang Dave and said, is this right? And he said, yeah, you better go down and school him. So I think that'd probably be the most memorable.
How do you ensure you get the best out of your horses?
I always think if you study the form beforehand and you speak to the jockey who's ridden it before and find out what you can about the horse and try and get a good feel of it on the way to the post and just try and give it your best ride.
What tips would you give to an aspiring young jockey?
Work hard, keep your head down, and just hopefully things will come for you.
If you could change anything in racing, what would it be?
Well, I guess there isn't much of a summer break, but if possible, that's one thing I would like.
What's been your biggest challenge in racing?
I think sort of getting up from when things go wrong and just carrying on as usual and not sitting and dwelling on the past sort of things.
What would it mean to you to ride a winner at the Cheltenham Festival?
It'd be everything. It's a sort of like a childhood dream. In fact, last year I came quite close with wishful thinking in the Coral Cup when he failed 2 out, and there's one of the things. It was tough to get over that, but it's life and you've got to really get on with it, and there's always another day, so just take it as it comes, really.
What did you have for breakfast?
This morning I had a full English. I checked the decks before I had breakfast as I had no rides on Sunday, so Mum cooked me a full English. So.
Rugby or football?
Rugby.
Racing post or daily sport?
Racing post on the way to the races, daily sport on the way home. So, yeah. Especially, well, if someone's driving, I don't normally read and drive. Or if I do, I don't get caught. Anyway.